As we reach the highlight of this morning's affair, may we call on His Excellency Benigno S. Aquino III to formally confer to our distinguished honorees their individual trophies and medals. May we request also the following dignitaries to assist in the handing of the trophies and medals. 2012 National President of JCI Philippines, Randolph Ivan Ruste. 2013 National President Ryan Ravanzo. 2012 TOIM National Chairman Jose Jonathan L. Dama. Chairperson Jerry Rojas Foundation, Mrs. Judy Rojas. The Vice Chairman of TOIM Foundation, Lorenzo V. Tan. Honorable Associate Justice Arturo Brion, Chairperson of TOIM 2012 Board of Judges.
Please welcome our honorees to receive their awards. May we call on Honorable Emmeline Aglipay, TOIM awardee for public service.
Dr. Warren N. Baticados, honoree for veterinary medicine.
Emilio Chifi A. Caligdong, honoree for sports.
Abelardo Apollo I. David Jr., honoree for community occupational rehabilitation. Ivan Anthony Enares, awardee for heritage conservation. Rodrigo Gigi D. Manica Jr., honoree for broadcast journalism.
Juan Apple de El Pineda Jr. awardee for contemporary music.
To give the acceptance speech on behalf of all the honorees, 2012 TOIM Honoree for Public Service, Honorable Emeline Lipay.
His Excellency, President Benigno S. Aquino III, Associate Supreme Court Justice Arturo D. Brion, Mrs. Judy Rojas, Mr. Lorenzo Tan, Mr. Randolph Ivan Bruste, Mr. Jose Jonathan A. Aldama, and Mr. Ryan Ravanzo. To all our honored guests, to my fellow TOYM awardees for 2012, and our families, a happy morning to you all. Humbled. That is the single word that can best describe what we are feeling at this moment. None of us who stand before you today can believe that we have been worthy to be placed in the same category as the great individuals who have, for the 54-year existence of the TOYM Foundation, been adjudged to be outstanding young men. Even amongst our peers today, we certainly cannot and do not claim to be the only young persons in our country to have accomplished outstanding things in the past year. For us to have been singled out by the TOYM Foundation amongst the great number of young persons working for the betterment of our country, to have been favorably measured against the pillars of genuine outstanding achievement, excellence, integrity, and service to the community. We are humbled and very, very grateful. We do not believe that it is right to say that anyone is born outstanding or excellent. Neither do we hold it true that excellence of character can be achieved through a single extraordinary act. We believe that excellence is found in the day-to-day, in the acts that are ordinary, not because they are acts that lack significance or impact, but because they are acts that have become a habit, acts that have become routine because we commit to performing them, not only during special occasions or when the spotlight is on us, but each and every day. Just as Aristotle said that virtue is a product of habit, so too must excellence be a way of life. All 7 of us being given this honor today share a passion for excellence in our respective fields. Dr. Warren Baticados for his pioneering work and research in veterinary parasitology, microbiology, and pathology. Chiefy Caligdong for championing local sports through promoting Philippine football and through the ASCAL team, giving Filipinos a new source of national pride. Archie David for being a pillar of community occupational rehabilitation in the Philippines through the establishment of the Independent Living Learning Centers and the Foundation for Rehabilitation and Empowerment of Persons with Disabilities. My family is greatly indebted to Archie because he has helped my autistic sister Marielle cope with her disabilities. Marielle has greatly improved because of the Independent Living Learning Center. And for that, thank you very much, Archie. Ivan Henares, for being at the forefront of heritage conservation through his vigilance in monitoring the threats to our endangered heritage sites and his tireless call for their protection. Jiggy Manikad, first brave efforts in broadcast journalism to protect the people's right to know. Alan Pineda, or Apple Diap, not only for beating the odds in order to become an international music personality, but also for his efforts to give back to communities in the Philippines and around Asia. And myself for my work in community development and public service since I was in high school. Excellence in our chosen fields was brought about by pursuing our passions, for only love can inspire us to push beyond our comfort zones and to break through the bounds of established thinking. To be recognized and honored by the TOYM Foundation for doing something that we love is an incredible and astonishing feeling. We appreciate the TOYM and its distinguished board of judges for being able to see past through popularity in politics and for appreciating the essence of service embedded in our core. Through the TOYM, we aspire for others to see that one need not be famous or popular to make a palpable difference in society. One needs only to perform his or her duties extraordinarily well. We are blessed that our families and friends have been supportive of us. We would not be here today if it were not for them. Some of us are even honored here today because of total strangers who took a chance on us and believed in our dreams. Their faith in us inspires us and drives us to serve others. The TOYM was founded with the mission of inspiring excellence, so that the Filipino youth may be inspired by the exemplary lives of outstanding individuals, many of whom have overcome seemingly insurmountable odds to contribute greatly to our country and to humanity. We believe that every young Filipino has the potential to become outstanding, if only their drive towards achieving excellence can overcome the pwede na mindset. Many have developed the habit of accepting what is given and settling for the ordinary, simply because society does not demand more from them. The TOYM Foundation seeks to correct this habit by creating a culture of excellence, by providing disillusioned youth with role models who will be teachers and mentors to them, and instill in them a heart with love for learning and a mind that values academic excellence. Role models will show them by personal example that neither youth or our lack of resources are obstacles to becoming leaders in our chosen fields and becoming prime movers in our country. But the culture of excellence is not just achieved through inspiring individuals to be excellent in their chosen fields. The extraordinary must also choose to become excellent, not just for themselves, but for our country. To be able to create a culture of excellence, we must remind our countrymen that if we retain the pwede na mindset, then our country will also be just mediocre. But if we share the bigger picture with our fellow Filipinos, that doing our best in whatever we do, whether we are a taxi driver, a nurse, or a vendor, will redound to the benefit of the entire country. Then, and only then, will we be able to create a culture of excellence. For we can only be truly excellent when our motives are sincere and honest, and when our purpose is for greater cause than our own. Excellence does not exist in a vacuum, and the truly extraordinary will not be meant to stand alone. When we, whom you honor here today, are able to help uplift not just our own lives, but the lives of many others. When we are able to help raise not just our economic statistics or enrich our own chosen disciplines, but raise the pride within which every Filipino views his or her nation, perhaps then we will be able to believe wholeheartedly that we deserve this great honor that you have bestowed upon us. In our continuing journey to excellence, let us not lose sight of our love for our motherland. Let it be our inspiration to do more and to be more. I agree with the words of my fellow TOYM 2012 awardee Ivan Inares, who has said that the Philippines, in order to excel and progress, must move forward as one nation, grounded in its history, heritage, and culture. This is our nation's soul, and only when we appreciate, understand, and embrace this heritage will we be inspired as a people, strengthened by our renewed national pride, to uphold a culture of excellence. It is sad that some Filipinos have scabbed over idealisms and built up a cynical stand towards our nation's development. But it is also gratifying to know that the youth remains our hope for the Philippines to continue to flourish. The entire world is waiting for us to shine, to break molds and barriers, to carry our country up and move it forward. Now is not the time to be timid or hesitant or lazy or insecure, because we are all outstanding. We must all be proud to be Filipino and be the reason for others to be proud to be Filipino. Thank you very much and a pleasant morning.